I would imagine an exciting game to watch. Two teams that played hard, two teams that defend, two teams that rebound, two teams that compete. We knew it would be tough just from the standpoint of how they play. They play hard. They make you work on both sides of the ball. I thought our guys did a really good job defending the offense. You got a team almost shooting 54% from the field in league play. That's impressive. And I thought our guys really did a great job of limiting the easy catches, making guys make individual plays, and just working hard because they're a talented team and they go inside and out. When you got teams that go inside, outside, and they have guys that can shoot it from the perimeter, dribble on the perimeter, and then you got Kyle Kuzma, who just create mismatch problems at that size, the way he rebounds, and he has the ability to dribble and make plays on the perimeter.
Cuonzo, on the last play, is that something that you guys talked about, or was it something they just sort of made eye contact and knew it was going to
Well,
happen?
Bird and Charlie, they do that all the time. It's just and Charlie's a guy. And what we talk about, we spent a lot of time this week on, and really more so our big guys, but we had our guards in drills like that, guys like Jabari, Roger, and Domingo, getting behind the defense when Charlie makes plays. And more so for our bigs, but those guys can jump and get around. And that's just what happened. They got behind the defense. I thought Charlie did a great job of not forcing a shot. He was kind of off balance. He put it up there. And Bird's one of the best at getting behind the defense and making those plays.
For about 10 minutes there in the second half, Kuzma and Collette scored 10 of their 12 points, and I think almost all of those came down low. What did you see during that stretch?
Oh, nothing. I just think outside of, I think Kuzma got offensive rebounds and made plays. I'm not sure if he, I got to watch film. I'm not sure if he made plays with the ball, attacking the rim or shooting shots. I think he got offensive rebounds or dump offs to score the ball. I think Collette the same way, kind of dump offs. They threw it to him a couple of times, in the post, and he made plays. But again, you play the percentage and those certain things you give up. Now you don't allow perimeter guys to make plays. But they're good basketball players, so we expect that. We just had to be sound. We did enough to be sound and be solid. 9 blocks and protecting the rim is not an easy thing. It's a very talented team.
So what about their defense being so hard to get the ball to Ivan in spots?
Well, just because of the zone and really kind of a triangle 2 matchup and their whole game plan. And one thing about it, and that's okay if it's tough to get the ball to Ivan if guys are making shots. Because I would do the same thing. I would make somebody else beat me outside of Ivan Rabb. So what they do, they corral guys around him. Outside of, late in the clock, I think maybe before we went to the first or second overtime, he had a one-on-one play, went base. He missed that layup. That was probably the first time they defended a one-on-one. But other than that, again, I would do the same thing. I'd make his looks tough. I'd make his catches tough. And I'd make Cam and King beat me. I'd make somebody else beat me. And I think you saw a couple guys on the perimeter that were wide open on shots because they felt like, okay, you guys have to beat me, but he won't beat me.
You guys have been so good on the boards. Are you disappointed 15 offensive rebounds to the other night?
Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about that. Yeah, got to try to sweep it on the rug as fast as we can. I think that's the second time we've been out rebounding all season. We got to do a better job. I just thought we did a poor job, especially in the zone. We might have gave up 4 or 5 offensive rebounds in that zone, and I thought our guards, just watching from the bench, did a poor job of giving their bodies up and blocking guys out.
Was playing zone part of your game plan, or was that just a situation?
It's helped us. The zone has really helped us, but I would rather play man. But when you have key guys in foul trouble, you have to go. I thought Ivan did a great job down the stretch of just playing with 3 fouls and playing with 4 fouls. We went to it because we had to.
Jabari hasn't always made big shots, but he made a lot of big shots tonight. You talk about the confidence he showed in the second overtime, had 10 points in the second overtime.
Well, he's a good basketball player. He just, again, I think if Jabari didn't have the injuries throughout his career, you're talking about a different player, different numbers, more numbers. I don't know if he's a 4-year college guy either. But he's a talented basketball player, and we expect him to play at this level. We expect him to make big shots. Because I don't know too many guys going to block his shot when he shoot a jump shot. When he raises up on his shot, I don't know many guys can block it. Even when he gets to the lane, being strong, I thought he didn't attack the rim as aggressively on a couple drives, and he was like looking for a foul from the officials. You just got to be aggressive, be assertive in the way he jumps. And we need that from him. We need him to score. We need Ivan Rabb and Jabari to score the ball. If not, it'll be a long night for us.
Jabari talked about how in previous close games with Arizona, Virginia, they were more bogged down by plays the opposition made. But tonight he seemed to feel that they mentality of your team?
I've seen it, you know,
To win this kind of game?
yeah, I've seen it before this game, though. I've seen it, and just really executing, taking care of the ball, 10 turnovers, which is good. You like to get that down, but you can oftentimes see guys' eyes and their body language. Maybe one or two guys, but other guys, they were locked in like let's win the game. But I think because of they've been through those situations and understand what it feels like. And we always talk about as a staff, when something pains you, how does that feel? You don't want that feeling to happen again. I just think our guys just stayed locked in and finished the game. They know how to get stops when it's time to get stops. They know how to buckle down and do what they need to do to get stops and make plays.
Cuonzo, you guys jumped out to an 18-4 lead with about 11 men apart in the first half. What did you see after that? Was it something they did defensively, or was it just the offense kind of stagnating?
I think maybe what they did defensively. I think for us, not as assertive mentally. You know, understanding how you got 18-4 lead, not settling for shot, not shooting a 27-footer from three, shot fake and make the next play. And again, you know, oftentimes when we sub, we're probably not as strong offensively. I think we're still sound defensive, but you lose a little bit offensively. You have to sub, and it's part of it, you know. Yeah.
I'm sure as a player you played in tight, in close games, but what's the difference between a coach coaching against versus being a player? How does it?
I just think as a coach, you just try to put them in position to make plays and give them a chance. And, you know, I try to talk guys through, what do you guys see? What do you think? Because oftentimes, as a player, you see it and you feel it differently. You know, I'm looking at it from this angle or this lens, and those guys on the floor is like, no, coach, I think this can work right here because of this. And that's part of it, because that's the same way I was as a player. It's like I'm actually in it, and I try to lean on those guys and say what you think, what you feel. And like we made the adjustment late in the last, you know, I think the last overtime for sure, but just really having Ivan flash and make plays. He got to settle. He got to shoot the jump shot because they weren't giving Ivan layups. He had to settle for the jump shot, and he can shoot it, and that was the shot.
A couple more questions for Coach.
In the last couple of games before this, you guys had real trouble offensively early. And tonight you just blew out of the gate. Was that a point of emphasis that you really wanted to get a fast start like that?
Well, you always want to get off to a good start. It's not so. It's just stuff we work on. We try to flow into what we're doing. Guys get settled into what they're doing. But when you make shots early, that's what happens. And for our guys, some guys, when they miss shots early, and then all of a sudden it changes a little bit, they get consumed with the offensive side of the ball. Just understand it's part of the game. Because what we talk about is defend, rebound, and play hard. Consume yourself with those things. Your shot fall, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like Grant Mullen was, 2 for 10 from three. He'll be ready to shoot him next game. He's not one of those guys you worry about because he'll be locked in for the next game.
Cuonzo, was Dante unavailable tonight, or was?
He's fine. I mean, just one of those deals. I want him to be 100%. I really wanted to put him out there, but we need him 100%. I think, after this night, get his back where it needs to be, he'll be ready to go. He's practiced a little bit better. We need him at 100%, but it's nothing that he did, nothing wrong. It's just more of me as a coach. We got to get him at that level so we can make a run.
When you say 100%, you mean physically?
Physically, yeah, because he fell on his back, a couple weeks back, and he's fine. He's practiced, but we need him at the level where we're not worrying about that again.